What's going on, guys? DeathMonkeyXL here, and these are 5 tips to get you started in V Rising. Hopefully these tips will make playing the game a little bit easier and get you some ideas of where you need to head when you're going places. So the first thing we want to talk about here is combat. Combat is really weird here because you're using the WASD keys, and it's kind of like you are going to be strafing. So your mouse turns your character, and wherever you fight, you're slashing. I recommend when fighting an enemy, if you're gonna fight melee style, make sure you put your mouse cursor on your enemy, and then you can kind of just rotate around your enemy with your WASD keys and fight that way. Now, as you go further out, of course, you don't have to put your mouse cursor on the enemy anymore. You can just kind of face in that direction where your enemy is, but it does make it easier to do that when you're up close. So that's going to be for combat. As far as weapons go, number 2 is going to be your weapons. So each weapon handles different objectives, or has different purposes, I should say. For example, my mace here is also good for bashing minerals. So if you're going to do some gathering and collecting, make sure you use the right weapon for the job. Your mace is good for minerals, axes are good for wood, swords are good for grass. The spear is good for hunting animals pretty much. And then your crossbow is just good to do range damage to enemies. One of the things I want you to check out here is when fighting enemies, they do have a chance to drop other items as well as fishing. For example, this lumberjack's axe came off of the enemy. This actually does 50 plus more damage to wood. So make sure you're looking at what you have, look at what it can do, and use the right weapon for the job. On top of that, I want to talk about something real quick, and that's going to be blood. You can see down here we got 44% blood. Now, you would think if you go to another creature by looking at that, if you just get more blood, then your blood will level up. That's not the case. This has 4% blood, so you would think 4 plus 44 would be 48. That's not how it works. It's not really your blood leveling up. It's really the blood quality. So this is 44 blood. If I kill this bear here, she gave me 14 essence. If I kill this bear here, it actually, I didn't supposed to feed off of it. If I killed the bear and fed off of it, it would give me, all right, let's try this. 1%, kill this creature, is going to take my 44%, turn it into 1%, you see it down at the bottom. 1%. So keep your high quality blood until it goes low. And you see it even looks tainted. Until your blood gets low, keep whatever your high quality blood is, whether it be 44% or not, and then worry about, drinking blood if you need to. Now, you can do quick kills if you hit the F and then press a button that does a quick kill. So that's pretty cool and kind of helpful. All right, the next step I want to talk about is building. When you first start building, they're going to give you a bunch of quests up here in the upper left corner to do. They're going to tell you to build a sawmill and whatever this is, a simple workbench. It's fine, go ahead and do that. When you do that, I want you to kind of focus on getting your gear up first, which means taking on bronze and getting up. The first thing to have you build is all the bone weapons. Go ahead and do your reinforced bone swords. Use your reinforced bone mace to find bronze pillars and take out bronze, get all your bronze up. And then there's 3 things I need you to build that's very important. One's going to be your furnace. Super important to melt the bronze that you need to get those bronze weapons. Next is going to be your vermin's nest, which doesn't really require a lot, just bones and grass, I think. And then your blood press, which also doesn't require that much. And we can look at it right now. Your blood press is just planks and stones, and then your vermin's nest is just stones and bones. So nothing to worry about here. Your vermin nest is going to allow you to bring in more rats, which you can use to press blood. Also, when you're hunting animals drop hearts. Some humans drop hearts also. Put those in a blood press. You get a lot of blood essence. And your blood essence is what powers your castle heart. A lot of blood essence in your castle heart. You don't have to worry about it for like days. And just go on about your business, gathering, hunting, whatever you're going to do. Very important. Make sure you get out the way. And you can continue on with your game. Next thing I want to make a quick suggestion there is when you're fighting some enemies, they'll give you new tools like the woodworking bench and the tannery. So the woodworking bench came from Rufus the Foreman. Rufus the Foreman gives you the woodworking bench, gives you cool power, and also gives you the ability to do a fishing pole, sculpted wood, hunter's crossbow, and painted frame from the structure of the woodworking bench. The fishing pole is pretty important because it allows you to fish up some fish that you'll need to summon a boss later in the game when you're at a high enough level, and then you'll also need it to find recipes for your crafting bench. So your crafting bench, research desk, I found these merciless Night Stalker gloves. You can use those. Over here on your simple crafting bench, simple workbench, it's a set piece. It's pretty strong, has a 4-set bonus. Go ahead and use your crafting piece and throw in your Night Stalker gloves. So it's pretty cool, pretty important that you take advantage of fishing. It's not just something to throw away. It does have purposes to it. All right, I think there's one more thing I want to talk about, and I kind of mentioned it a little bit because I just want to jump into fishing, and that is the blood altar. Part of your quest is going to tell you to go ahead and hunt your first enemy, which has the V blood that you're looking for to get more powers and more abilities. This is how you're going to level up your V blood. Depending on what you want to build next, it's very important that you look at what these guys give you. So Rufus the Foreman gave me the woodworking bench. Keely gave me the tannery. Errol the Stonebreaker gives you a big stash. So make sure that you're looking at this to see what you're going to do to take out these guys and get the pieces that you need to get further in the game. And then that's really it. As far as these weapon skills down here, you see I got something that says 1,000 spears. You saw me use it a couple of times. These increase as you get higher level weapons. So see, this one is probably like bronze and higher, and then this is iron quality or higher, and that's what will increase your new skills for those particular weapons. Each weapon is going to have its own skill, and that's how you use those. And those are some tips, hopefully, to kind of get you guys started playing V Rising and not having to worry about much with the game. Hopefully, you'll be able to kill your enemies. If you can't get one enemy, go ahead and take out another one that's probably around the same level range. Maybe the ability they give you will be able to help you take out the other enemy that you're trying to have a hard time to kill. That said, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video, and I will see you in the next one, which will hopefully be a little bit more advanced and some more tips for you guys to get further in the game. Until next time, peace.